All right. Hello, everyone. Sam Kaplan here, and welcome to this latest episode of my 2023 Natural Bodybuilding Competition Prep Series. I'm 2 weeks out, 34 weeks into the diet now, and we're pretty much on the home stretch. I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling a little bit of a sense of relief. I've got about only one more week at least I think it's probable that I have about one more week of the deficit that we're running right now, our current calorie and nutrition parameters, before we switch to our peak week protocol, which is as of yet still undecided. So Jeff and I are going to really kind of figure that out next week. But at least for this next coming week, we're going to still stay in the deficit, and we're going to see what kind of digging we can do. Digging referring to fat loss, we can accomplish in this last week before we start peak week here. I'm at a place where I'm looking like I've never looked before. It's kind of cool, not gonna lie. I'm seeing things I've never seen before, and it's very, very exciting, and it's cool that we get to sharpen up even more before the competition. Here's a look, by the way, of what I'm looking like. We're seeing a lot more, not just shape, but detail within the muscles now, which is something that I haven't really seen before. Not just the upper body, the lower body, all over the place. It's very motivating for me. It makes this process all worth it to get to see what's beneath all of my body fat, more or less. It's crazy. I first started doing my first lifting when I was honestly like 12 years old. We got my first set of dumbbells. That's when I started to do stuff just at home in my room. Push-ups, sit-ups, bicep curls, bent over rows, anything that I could kind of think of, I would do with those little dumbbells. And I started that, and I got pretty addicted right away. And then I was fortunate enough to be able to use a family member's home gym from there. I started doing that 5 days a week from like age 12 or 13 until I was about 15, and that's when I got my first gym membership. And then from there, in high school, I started to go to the gym before high school started, so I'd get up super early, drive to the gym, go there, work out for 2 hours, and then go to class, more or less. And I did that 5 days a week right from when I was very young. I was hooked on it. So I've been doing this for a long time, and that's right now what I'm seeing is an accumulation of my entire life's worth of built muscle, which when you think about it is pretty darn cool. So I'm very excited. Not going to lie, this being the end of the prep, I'm feeling it more than other parts of the prep, that's for sure. So energy levels, I get to the end of the night, not even the end of the night, I'd say mid-afternoon. It's tough to get out of my chair sometimes. Just gotta kind of force myself up out of the chair when I need something. But that's what we sign up for. That's really what we sign up for. The gym is pretty tough right now. Eventually you get to that place where it just gets hard. But again, that is what we sign up for, and that's what we come to expect when we're doing this. Strength levels, not amazing, not going to lie, but we're still training hard. We're being smart about how we lift, trying to do so with control and poise, trying to keep everything in the pocket, feel everything the right way. And I've been really happy. So every time I leave the gym, I'm feeling like a sense of like, yeah, that was a good workout. We did what we needed to do. We stimulated the muscle to stay on the body, and we felt everything the right way. We don't have any injuries. So like, hey, I'm grateful that these workouts are going so well, despite, getting that feeling like when I'm sitting in the car just before walking in the gym, get a little bit of those pre-workout butterflies, like, yep, this is going to be a tough one, but we're almost there. We're so close. What else? Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing is like strength, not great. Gym is getting real hard. Energy levels, not amazing, but it's all getting done, and we're checking off all of the boxes on the list of things that we probably should be doing to be getting the results that we're aiming for. My goal going into this thing was to basically not only reach my potential, but get as close to like what a pro level of conditioning actually is. So conditioning referring to basically how lean you are, and how much of your muscle detail you can see when you're on stage, like that that look of having very tight skin. So my goal is having like as close to elite level conditioning as possible, and I think that I'm pretty darn close, or pro level. I guess you could probably use it interchangeably, pro level or elite level conditioning, and I feel pretty confident that we're at least very close to that. I am very confident, and I can say that I have reached a place that I've never been before. So I've definitely progressed further than I have in any other contest prep. This last week, my low was 174.2. Can't remember the last time in my life I was that low, that's for sure. And it's probably going to get even lower by the end of this week and by the end of next week. So I think by the end of this week, I'll be in the 173s. And then by the end of next week, I'll either be in the low 173s or maybe even in the 172s. So I never thought we would be getting that low, that's for sure. When Jeff and I very first met up way back in December, we were thinking 175 is going to be the lowest, and we're already below that. So we're ahead of the game. Something that Jeff's reminding me too is like basically at this point, every day is a bonus because I've already surpassed my past best. So it's like we're just seeing new cool things at this point every day that we've never seen before. So, if the goal is to beat yourself, if that's what natural bodybuilding is all about, then I think I can feel pretty confident in like going into the stage and saying like, I think I'm going to be at a place where I've beat my past self. I just wrote an Instagram post about this, or at least partially about this, saying that like, I do want to place really well. Like it would be a dream to place well in one of these competitions coming up. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be happiest just knowing that I've beat my best. I'm close to whatever my personal potential is. This first competition, like it's going to be stacked too. Like I've seen a lot of the competitors that are going to be there, posting on social media, and man, they look good. Like conditioning is so great, and like a lot of these guys are super muscular, have great symmetry. I think it's going to be quite the battle. So again, like as far as placings go, anything can happen. A dream would be like top 5. That sounds pretty good for me, especially if there's as many athletes competing as I think there is going to be. Top 5 would be pretty cool, or just being able to like hold my ground. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I just feel a ton of excitement about it. I think it's just gonna be, it's like what Jeff kind of reminds me too, like the show itself, like it's just like a celebration. We get to actually celebrate what we've worked so hard for. And geez, it's been 34 weeks of sticking with this, and we've stuck with it the whole time. We haven't missed anything. So really I can go there and be like, yeah, you know what? We can afford to celebrate this and just feel good about it. So there you go. We're feeling pretty good. The next week is going to be tough. Again, like it's going to probably be the toughest week, I think, because it's going to be the deepest into the deficit I'm going to get. And then again, after that, we'll do our peak week. Again, it's undecided what we're going to do. What I think we're leaning towards, and it might not be this, but we might do something like a diet break into the competition, which just means that I'm going to be eating at around maintenance calories for a week before the competition, which is going to feel really nice. Like it's probably going to help me with my hunger levels a little bit, which are pretty high right now. Probably help me with my energy levels at least a little bit, and it's going to make my physique fill out a little bit more, tighten up a bit more, and I'll probably look leaner and just better, fuller and leaner on the stage, which of course is going to be ideal. That's the purpose of the peak week, is to add a couple of percent to the quality of your physique for the competition. You're literally trying to peak for the stage. There's different ways to do it. Different coaches and there's different strategies out there for different competitors. I've tried different strategies before. But I really like this. Like Jeff and I have talked, like we're probably going to take some kind of a more conservative kind of an approach. And honestly, like I think that's what a lot of athletes in modern natural bodybuilding are doing nowadays, a lot of them, because I mean, you could do crazy things like what are called like rapid backloads, where you have over 1,000 carbohydrates, depending on what your body weight is, before 1 or 2 or 3 days before the competition, or over a couple days. And the idea is there you get super compensation, your muscles get extra big because they are depleted of glycogen, and then all of a sudden they're holding more glycogen, so you look super big and full on stage. But there's always a risk with that it's going to spill you, that you look extra watery, you lose a lot of definition and tone and shape from doing that. And I feel really comfortable not doing that because it's just flat out risky, and it's not something that we've tested beforehand. So our approach is a little bit more conservative, we'll say. But it's like, if we're already looking like, and I'm pretty flat right now, at least I feel like I am. Jeff says it's like not too bad, but like I feel pretty flat right now. And even so, like I'm looking pretty good, even though I'm like probably at least a little bit flat. So I'd say like we'd probably add in a couple percent to my physique just from eating at maintenance calories and doing something like the diet break. That's what I'm speculating. Again, we haven't decided. Jeff might do something else, like we might have a couple of higher refeeds and then the competition with a cleanup day or something like that. Not entirely sure, but that's something that we're going to figure out this week. And one thing that we're going to do to try to help us figure this out, exactly what we're going to do, is I have a high day on Sunday. I'll eat around 2,900 calories. I'm going to film myself that morning, fasted, and first thing in the morning, to see what I'm looking like when I'm pretty depleted at the very end of my low days. And then I'm going to take another video and some photos the morning after the refeed to see what effect that had specifically on my physique, what kind of changes we're seeing, how much more full I'm looking, if I look a little spilled. And then we can kind of decide more along the lines of what we're going to be doing. Like, are we going to have a refeed or two before the day of the peak, or the day of the competition, or am I just going to like do a diet break into it? I'm open to either. Like, I'm curious to see what is going to happen. I'm just excited, to be honest. But there you go. So we'll keep you updated on that. We're going to have an idea by probably next Tuesday or Wednesday what we're going to do for the peaking. It's going to be fun trying to organize the logistics of all that with all the travel. The travel is going to be crazy. Going to be driving until like 2 a.m. 2 days before the competition, or a day and a half before. So, but it'll be good. It's all set. We're all planned out, so we're good. But anyways, yeah, 2 weeks out, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video, please go ahead and like it. And subscribe to the channel as well if you want to see more videos like this. And you can check out all the other episodes if you'd like to. But yeah, thank you for being here. And we just got a couple more weeks and then it's show day. And I'm excited to kind of walk you guys through the shows when they happen. And yeah, we'll see how we do. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys all later. See ya.